This not-so-insignificant piece of equipment has the potential to change the face of astronomy forever, and it could be on the verge of discovering alien life. Perhaps in a matter of days, on December 25th, 2021, the James Webb Space Telescope will be launched into space. What is its mission? Hello and welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we'll discuss the James Webb Telescope, called the Gateway to Alien Life. To receive notifications whenever a new video is uploaded, you must first subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon. Let's get this started right away. To investigate the history of our universe, from the Big Bang's afterglow to the development of solar systems such as our own, this massive infrared telescope is 100 times more powerful than the Hubble Space Telescope. It contains 18 individual mirror pieces manufactured from ultra-lightweight beryllium. These unfold and adapt to produce a 6.5-meter long, 21-foot long primary mirror. Now that the Webb telescope has arrived at its destination 1.5 million kilometers, 930,000 miles beyond Earth, it should be able to peer into the past of our universe. It could be the key to uncovering extraterrestrial life, unless, of course, they discover us first. You wouldn't look for little green aliens if you were looking for signs of life on faraway exoplanets. You would search for biosignatures. In other words, characteristics of a planet's atmosphere that may constitute proof of past or present life. Consider an alien astronomer from another galaxy directing a telescope at Earth. The presence of oxygen and methane in our atmosphere are the biosignatures they'd look for. These elements would react with others and evaporate if no life form breathed these two gases in and out. As a result, the James Webb Telescope will look for the presence of oxygen and methane as well. To begin, you would need to discover the presence of an exoplanet orbiting a distant star. You could do this by taking public transportation. When a planet passes in front of a star, you can see its brightness fade significantly. Once the planet passes in front of its star a number of times, you have enough data to quantify its atmosphere. You'd be able to see how much light enters and exits its environment. Based on how the light disperses, you could deduce what atmospheric ingredients are present there. The big telescope like Webb, you may collect enough data after a planet has passed its star 5 to 10 times. So after only 20 hours of exploring a planet, you may find life-supporting circumstances. But what happens next? I'm quite certain I'm gonna die. You wouldn't make this information public immediately, would you? You should probably use the Confidence of Life Detection Scale, abbreviated as COLD. This is the strategy that NASA scientists are attempting to establish. It would establish a new paradigm for debating how near we are to discovering life outside our planet. There would be 7 levels on this scale. The detection of biosignatures is at the first level. As additional data is gathered, the scale will rise to level 7. You'd most likely uncover alien life at this point. When this happens, the entire globe panics, and mighty aliens beam down to conquer our planet, right? No, not exactly. It is more plausible that we are powerful, intelligent beings if we detect life via the Webb telescope. The disclosure of alien life would be far less spectacular than shown in movies. It may take decades. Be prepared for a steady stream of numerous mini-announcements. Also, keep in mind that the distances between Earth and the exoplanets of interest are huge. It would take decades to travel interstellar distances to one of these, such as the exoplanet TRAPPIST-1e. However, experts believe that this planet's atmosphere may be similar to ours, or at the very least, comparable to the Earth 2.5 to 4 billion years ago. So perhaps we'll find tiny life there. A revelation like this would provoke a wide range of reactions. It could be a dream come true for you. It could be problematic for others. It could have ramifications for your entire perspective of existence in the universe. A finding of this magnitude must have numerous ramifications. However, they now have a new weapon at their disposal, James Webb Space Telescope. The JWST is not the first man-made space telescope. NASA has a long history of exploring the universe by launching sophisticated observatories into orbit. The Hubble Space Telescope is one of the most well-known and powerful, providing magnificent images of diverse parts of the universe for several decades. The JWST, on the other hand, is many orders of magnitude more powerful and thus substantially more expensive than the Hubble. JWST is the most costly telescope ever launched, costing around $10 billion. It's also the most challenging, having a variety of pieces that are designed to be folded up. They needed to be folded up in order for the telescope to fit into the rocket that would launch it into orbit. The Hubble Space Telescope is located a significant distance away from the JWST. The former orbits the Earth at approximately 350 miles, but the latter rotates around the Sun at almost 1 million miles. This means that NASA will be unable to send astronauts after launch to repair or alter the JWST. The JWST's huge primary mirror, measuring 6.5 meters across, allows it to capture objects billions of light years away, taking us back in time. Indeed, the JWST will enable us to capture newborn photos of the universe, since we will be able to get as close to the Big Bang as possible. Using infrared technology, the new telescope identifies signals from heat-emitting objects thousands of kilometers away. NASA built a shield beneath the telescope to protect the space observatory from the sun's and Earth's heat. The 5-layered shield is so large that it will cover the entire tennis court. NASA has released a mosaic of the JWST's earliest photos, depicting the early stages of the telescope's 18 main mirror segments properly aligning before it reaches full capacity. While the image is slightly grainy, it is a good starting point in the long process of upgrading JWST's mirrors to capture ultra-sharp images of the distant universe. The image's 18 bright spots will all show the same star, HD 84406, as seen through a different main mirror portion. It took about 25 hours to gather the light needed to construct the image mosaic. The 18 HD 84406 pictures were compiled from over 1,500 photographs taken while Webb at various points around the star's projected location. Following the several adjustments that the telescope will make over the next few months, the mirror will begin to align correctly, and the 18 stars will finally merge into one as all of the mirror segments are aligned to provide a smooth surface. What about the Webb telescope makes it so powerful? It includes the 6.4 meter diameter primary mirror. It's made up of 18 tiny sections that must all be perfectly aligned. The segments are encased in a gold coating that is 1,000 times thinner than a single strand of human hair. 24-karat gold reflects infrared light more effectively than other metals. Infrared wavelengths are slightly beyond what humans can see in the visible spectrum. The mirrors are made of beryllium rather than solid gold. To function correctly, the Webb telescope must be kept cold. It achieves this by employing a 5-layer sun shield the size of a tennis court. This mechanism was folded up when Webb launched on Christmas Day, but less than 2 weeks later, the shield's extremely thin layers were successfully released. The sun's immense heat would overwhelm the telescope's sensors if the barrier were not present. The side facing the sun will be around 260 degrees Fahrenheit, while the other side will be around 370 degrees below zero, a difference of around 600 degrees. Thanks to the sun shield, Webb has a sun protection factor (SPF) of 1 million. One of the concerns scientists have regarding the Webb telescope is that they will be unable to repair any faults that arise during the launch and operation. In comparison, 5 space shuttle crews have visited Hubble over the course of its life to correct the telescope's poor vision and perform maintenance and upgrades. However, due to the Hubble Space Telescope being only 240 miles away, the Webb telescope is approximately 1 million kilometers away. This is much beyond the scope of spacewalking repair teams. As a result, NASA only gets one shot at doing it right. If the appropriate technology is developed, scientists may be able to send a robot to refuel Webb, thereby extending its life. NASA had anticipated that the telescope would only last 10 years, but thanks to an efficient launch, there is enough fuel left to power the JWST for the next 20 years. For the time being, scientists are waiting for Webb's first photos, which are scheduled to be released this summer. After that, the JWST will begin to work. It will help with the examination of the nature of dark energy in the universe as well as the comprehension of these very old materials. But would they be as significant as discovering aliens already living on Earth? That was the end of it. Thank you for taking the time to look at this. If you liked it, please tell your friends and subscribe to our channel for more great videos and up-to-date information. We look forward to seeing you in more videos in the future.